Dr. Vic, you worked in Vietnam and you had many students over there as well. Is there anything you'd like to add to that, and specifically to really how can students partner in partner countries increase their access to British universities?
Right, Mike is absolutely right. The history behind British education is one of value to most students. And if you trace this back all the way to the medieval times, the first English-speaking university that was set up in the English-speaking world was Oxford, 1098, thereabout, following straight from Bologna in Italy, 1088. And although many years ago, British citizens have to travel to Paris to go to University of Paris to study there, that was reversed by King Henry VII or the King Henry VIII. So it has not always been a brilliant start for the British society, but as soon as they get a handle over it, it became extremely good place to study. Oxford have been doing a great job, and Mike mentioned all the Russell groups. Students, when they were sampled by Times Higher Education, 70% plus said that they value UK education because of its quality. Another 80% said that British education offers them mobility, so they get progression in their jobs. Something we can say about universities that spread around the world. Certainly, Oxford is not the first university, or Bologna is not the first university. If you read some of the history, to tell you the first university, Al Qarawiyyin University in Morocco was the first one, 859. But if you look at the ranking, Times Higher Education ranking, QS ranking, those universities don't feature. And that's because of the quality we have. UK has only 165 universities. 160 of those are public universities. So the government has a standing behind these universities that make it more attractive to students instead of the element of highly commercialized institutions, 4,000 of them in the United States, about 3,000 in India, about another 3,000 in China. I'm not saying the commercial interest does not provide good quality, but again, where you have a government overseeing what you do in a higher education, you tend to do it much better. And I think that's one of the reasons why students in particularly the eastern part of the world, from GCC all the way to Philippines, they tend to value British education. I know there's some sort of monopoly in the South American market where students from Venezuela, Cuba, and Mexico perhaps will go to the United States. It's not so much the case. British education is valued strongly in Europe and also now, particularly these days, in Asia. And that's because of what Mike has said earlier on. Our quality standards are very, very high. QA is always behind us. Recently, we have OFS that has been set up to ensure that students are getting value for their money.